I I would like to welcome everyone again uh, for this next video where we are going to learn how to orient our gun, map orient our gun without the aiming circle. We'll go to the aiming circle as well, but it is a little bit more complicated. So let's start with simple stuff like how to orient our gun using the map. Let's get into it. So what you need your good old beautiful looking D38 gun, uh, leveled and packed down, and you need your map, some map tools, and we can orient ourselves. So here is our map. I don't like this layer. I like this one when all this what is it, terrain is switched off. Here is our gun. I didn't usually do that, but I left on the visible units that we can make things a little bit easier. So map orientation. Map orientation is something when you orient your gun to a known terrain feature, whatever it is, an object or an installation, anything it can be. So in order to do that, first what you need to do is to find something what you can see with your eyes and you can see it on the map. Let's take our binocular and we start. Well, what you're looking for is something what is horizontal, that well defined. It has contrast. You can trust it, and it is there, and you can see it on the map. You see, that is a little house here, and you have the bar. That house is actually three houses. That's further away. That's the building, and that is a little bar. Let's go to our map. What direction we are seeing? Let's see what we're looking at. It's completely west. So on the map we are here, we're looking at west, so we're seeing these three buildings. Probably this is the three buildings. This is the small one. This is the building with the roof, and this is the bar. Let's see it again. Yeah, exactly. That's the small building, that's the building with the roof, and that's the bar. Let's see. The bar has this, what is it? It is the northern edge of the bar. It is the northern edge of the bar, which is visible. It's good. And there is another condition. It should be probably far enough in order to not deal with the parallax error. Well, kilometer plus will just do. The further it is, the best. But if it is more than a kilometer, it will just be enough. So, well, it is. You see, it's 100 meters, so it is about 70. So it's about 1600 to 1700 meters, so it should just be fine. So let's pick that point as our orientation point, the northern edge of the bar. Let's get closer, double click on it. You get, well, I like red dots, and I gave it the name orientation point. Wonderful. You have know that your orientation point. And what do you have to know? What else you have to know? It is, well, it is the azimuth of that orientation point from your point. Well, to find that azimuth, what you need is the map tools. You bring up the map tools. Be careful, because with this add-on you have the Russian mil map tools, the 6000, and you have the NATO, the normal map tools, which is 6400 mils. But you need the Russian map tool, the Russian mil map tool, the 6000. The small 6000 map tool. So I don't know, I might put it in the corner, but anyway, so you put your map tool on your gun. Well, the more precise the better it gets, and you rotate your map tool, get your orientation point, and you rotate your map tool to your orientation point. I usually get to the middle, and I rotate my map tool to the orientation point. Wonderful. So what is the azimuth from my point? Well, this is a Russian mil. Don't forget that this is a Russian mil. So it is one unit, or one distance is 20 mils. So it is here you get the 45. is the 45, but the next one, it is, you don't see it, this is the 45-20. It is the 45-20, it's the 45-40, it is the 45-20. Each, the 45-20 is like somewhere like here. So it is 45, well, 45, let's see, 45-10, I would guess, or 45-08. Let's see, 45-08. 45-08. So that is the orientation point, and the azimuth is 45. The Russians always go with this, I guess they put like this, 45-08. That's the orientation point, 45-08. Why is it important? Well, let's double check again. We just did it right. No, we did not right. Something is wrong. What is wrong? Something is wrong. You see, always measure twice. So the orientation point is not 45-08, but 45. It's 10. It's like 45-05. 45-05. Orientation point. It's not 45-08, but 45-05 in Russian mils. Let's check that again. Put your ruler on your gun. Check if you are on the orientation point, you are fine, and you are 45-10, and that is middle of the 10, it's 45-05. Wonderful. So we have 45-05 as the orientation point. Why is this important? Let me show you. Because if you go back to your gun, you take the periscope, you check if the periscope points towards the barrel. You remember that. You must remember that because we discussed that. You see that if your periscope is aligned with your barrel, it will show 30-00, and the numbering is counterclockwise, so the numbering will increase counterclockwise and will decrease clockwise. And I will show you why is it that important, and comes handy when you do that. So now you see, you put your gun periscope exactly to the point, but you just to the orientation point, which is 45-00. That's wonderful. Why is this good? Because, well, now we know that the barrel of our gun at this point, it points to 45-00. Why is it important then? How you use that? Let's say if you get a mission, a fire mission, like you have this, what is it? Ioannina village, and to the north, in this building they have what enemy, and you have to destroy that building. So you will make that your target, that you destroy that building. In order to destroy that building, obviously you have to turn your gun onto that building. And how do you do that? It is simple. You get the azimuth of your target. How do you get the azimuth of your target? You get your ruler on the gun and you rotate your map tool on your target. Is it on the gun? Yes, it is on the gun. And you get the azimuth. It is 50, 51, 20, 51, 30, and a little bit like 51, 33, 51, 33. So let's double check that again. If you are, yeah, we are on our gun. We are on our target. We are on our gun, and the azimuth is 51, 5120, 5140 here, so it's 5130 and a little bit 5132, 5132. Double click. This is your target, and the azimuth is 5132. Good. 5132 is your target azimuth. And how is that important? It is you know that now your gun is pointed as 4505, and you have to rotate your gun to 5132. That means you have to rotate your gun clockwise. You have to add mils to your now existing mils what you have. And how many mils? It's easy. You just subtract from 5132, you subtract the 4505, and what you get, 627 mils. So you have to rotate your gun 627 mils clockwise. Well, how do you do that? That's easy. You have to rotate your periscope 627 mils counterclockwise. You see? Let's let me show you that. So here is where your periscope points now. It's 45. And if you rotate it 627 Russian mils counterclockwise, and you rotate it back to the original point, your barrel will rotate 627 mils clockwise. Get that? That's easy. So in what you just learned, how do you rotate your periscope? You rotate your periscope with the keys Z and X. In order to rotate your periscope counterclockwise, because it's numbered other way around, that when it comes handy. If you want to add to the azimuth of your barrel, you have to add to the azimuth of your periscope. How much? 627. So now we are at 3000 with the periscope, and in order to get to our desired azimuth, that would be 3627. Let's do that. So 3000. We rotate our periscope. I'm rotating now just the periscope with the letter Z to 3627. 3000, 300, 400, 3627. That's okay. Now I set my periscope. How do I set my gun? It is that now I rotate my gun clockwise to the desired direction until in my periscope I see my orientation point again. Here I go. I see my orientation point again. Now I get out, and what do I see? My gun is totally pointed to my desired azimuth, 5132. That's how you orient your gun using known features on the map. You need to practice a little bit, and you have to give yourself missions like rotating your gun here and there, and it's just fun. And you need to know that to get into a more difficult stuff. Have a wonderful day.